Good evening and welcome back to Prime of My Life. Excuse me, it's Tuesday. I've just visited Mum. She's doing so much better, so hopefully she can come out of the hospital soon, so we're a happy wee bunny. And tonight, I am getting prepared. I know I keep saying this and I keep having different, but however, bear with me in this one. There was a lot of different reports out today that I saw. There was things like Japan is bemoaning its lower birth rate, and please don't think Japan's the only one. And they basically said that the younger people were not wanting to get married and have kids because they can't afford it. If they have kids, their lifestyle is so diminished that it's not worth it, and they don't want to bring a kid into a life where they're having to go out and work all day, so they're not actually being a huge part of their kids' lives. And you're like, I get that. The care system, Church of England are doing a report on the care system, especially the for-profit, where people are taking millions while the care homes that they run are substandard. And then, what was the other one? Can't remember. Oh yeah, I was looking at meds, because I was doing my preparations list. And meds is a lot bigger department than I thought, so I need to get that done. And finally, I just had this wee thought, especially when they said that government borrowing had gone up. So they're saying they can't afford anything. They can certainly afford the things that they want to afford and pay their cronies what they want to get. However, basically they're telling us people that they can't afford. Now, what suddenly came in a flash was it Greece in the EU? And something went wrong and it couldn't pay back. And the government had no money. And people couldn't get stuff. Wages weren't paid, stuff wasn't done. And I'm like, well, what happens if that happens to us? Because certainly the way we're going, I certainly wouldn't expect our government to be squeaky clean and to manage everything. I think by the time this is gone, we could be in some real trouble. And just when I had that thought, I'm like, yeah, I need to look at this. So I think, obviously, I need to prep more. That seems to be my mantra this month. We're going to start, I'd already spoken to Patrick, we're going to go out and get meds at the weekend. Now, if you are not from the UK, here in the UK, there are limits on meds, and it's not because of shortages. It's because of overdose possibilities and overdose dangers. And it came in when I was, I think, about a teenager somewhere. And you can only buy a certain amount of paracetamol, I think it's 16 tablets, in like the supermarket. You can buy more in the chemist because they can check on you. You can't buy, I think ibuprofen as well is done. Your cough mixtures, there's certain cough mixtures that are behind locked cabinets that you can only buy from a pharmacy. So it's going to take me a while to stock up on things because Kathleen gets really bad hay fever. I have quite a low pain threshold, but I can deal with opiate painkillers. They don't bother me. So although I don't take a lot of them, it's a good few months since I had any, they're not easy to get. So I can only go in and buy one box at a time. So I need to go in to get a box. And then Patrick needs to go in and get a box. And then we need to do the same again next week. So antihistamine, painkillers, we need stomach stuff. We need, like your Gaviscon, we need Imodium in case we get a sickness bug. We also need things like slings and gels and creams. There is so much to get to make sure you're medically, prepped up. And what I don't want to do is go into a shop and just, buy up a whole load of stuff because they'll look at me funny and then they'll stop me buying it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and visit the chemist and we're both going to buy stuff and then we'll go back and get some more later. Because you just can't stock up on meds in a oneer in the UK. You just can't. You haven't been able to do that for years. So yes, that's my wee thing at the moment. I want to have that if anything happens untoward, if anything strange happens. I mean, at the moment, I would say from what I have available to me, because believe you me, it's not all in the house. What I have available to me would probably do Patrick and I 9 months to a year. I want more. So that's what we're doing because especially as I get older, and if things happen and if jobs are lost or anything like that, I need to get prepared. So I need to make sure that I'm not having the heebie-jeebies, because I'm definitely having the heebie-jeebies just now. It's what Mandy and I call, we're having a thing. And a thing is just where you don't quite know what you're worried about, but you're worried about something, so you just need to go and prepare. So that's what we're doing. So I just thought I would let you know how my brain is working today. So I will go now and I will get a cup of tea and I will catch you later.